So I just got an email from my sister saying that my dad was feeling a bit guilty because he felt that he should have, you know, kind of hugged and kissed my mom more before she died, and he was, you know, feeling kind of sad about that. And it reminded me of when I was in high school. I was in the play Our Town. I'm not sure how many of you remember that, but in the last scene, Emily has died and gone to the afterlife and is looking back on the scenes of everyday life that from her previous life, and feeling the poignancy of how people operate on automatic. Yeah, and just kind of take life for granted, and, you know, here are the same people I see every day, and they're always going to be there, and they're just fixtures in my life, and, you know, we just kind of move past each other like robots so often until somebody dies, and then we look back and we say, wow, I could have connected with that person more, or I could have been kinder to that person, or I could have shown my affection to that person more. And so I think it's quite important that, and this is one of the purposes of the meditation on death, is that, you know, if we bear our own mortality in mind, then we're always on top of things, and we realize that when we're with somebody, it might be the last time we're with them, or when we're in a situation, it might be the last time we're there, and so we don't take things for granted. You know, we pay more attention to our life and to what's happening in it and to the people in it, instead of just moving past in our kind of ignorant stupor, our ignorant stupor, taking everything for granted. Okay, and so when we have this kind of attention to our lives, then you know, we show our affection to people when it's there, and if we're not showing the affection, then we don't feel guilty about it afterwards, because we've been mindful of what we're doing in our life. We're aware and thoughtful and conscientious of what we're doing in our life, and so therefore afterwards there's not this sense of regret that I should have done this or I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, and so this kind of attentiveness saves us from committing a lot of non-virtues. It helps us create a lot of virtue, and in that way then there's no regret at the end of the day. Whereas when we just live in our own, you know, ignorant stupor, moving through life, kind of, you know, how can I navigate it so that I don't experience so much pain, and so that at least I'm, you know, nobody bugs me too much. Yeah, then at the end, when, you know, when something happens and the people aren't there anymore, or the situation has changed drastically, then we're really like in this state of shock, and there's so much regret and guilt that can come. Yeah, so I think it's important to always be on top of things in this way, and be thoughtful about our life when we're making decisions, and think long term instead of, you know, okay, at this moment, yeah, forget it. Yeah. Okay.